Cochin style.
What's going on inside Pakistan? Well, we really don't know, but here's another honest attempt at figuring out exactly what's happening in our neighborhood land. The one-man Pakistani power center called General Pervez Musharraf imposed emergency and suspended the country's constitution on 3rd November 2007. A last-ditch, desperate attempt by the general to hold on to that elusive commodity called power, one that is slowly slipping out of his hands. What happened after that was quite predictable. Pakistan's Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry was sacked. Key institutions were sealed off in Islamabad's administrative centre, including the Supreme Court and TV and radio stations, and prominent Pakistani leaders were placed under house arrest.
Instead of moving towards democracy, we are in a dictatorship, in a brutal dictatorship that has ruthlessly beaten up journalists.
These judges are his pocket judges. Even if he wants to have himself declared as the king, these judges will declare him the king. That's the whole reason for the emergency, because he got rid of the genuine the judiciary.
For those who came in late, here's a quick recap of the explosive events of the last few weeks. On 2nd November, Supreme Court reconvenes to decide if Musharraf was eligible to stand for re-election by Parliament while still Army Chief. On 3rd November, Musharraf imposes emergency rule. 6th November, Bhutto says she will not meet or negotiate with Musharraf after the military ruler invoked emergency rule. On 9th November, Bhutto is freed from house arrest, hours after she was stopped from leaving her Islamabad home to lead a rally against the emergency rule. On 11th November, Musharraf says a general election will be held by January the 9th, but under a state of emergency. 12th November, Britain backs a 10-day Commonwealth ultimatum for Musharraf to end the emergency and quit his army chief. On 13th November, Bhutto is placed under house arrest for a week in Lahore, hours before a planned protest procession against emergency rule. Bhutto says that Musharraf must quit as president.
How long can they keep these barbed wires? How long can they keep these blockades? Tomorrow these barbed wires will be removed, and tomorrow we will come forth again.
On 14th November, Imran Khan is arrested in Lahore after he came out of hiding to be part of a rally against emergency rule declared by President Pervez Musharraf. On 23rd November, Pakistan is expelled from the Commonwealth for the second time. It was suspended in 1999 too, after General Musharraf's power coup. The Pakistani media has always been fiercely critical of Musharraf's military regime. They've been extremely vocal about his tyrannical moves, and hence it didn't come as any surprise that the media was the first to be gagged after emergency was imposed. But the latest move on 17th November came as a body blow for the Pakistani media when the private news channel Jio TV was ordered off air at 1 p.m. Pakistan time. The channel had constantly refused to bow down to the government's senseless demands and obviously had to pay a price for it. Jio TV, owned by the Jung Group, is one of Pakistan's largest media houses. It also owns the extremely judicious English language daily, The News. The shutdown of Jio TV wasn't unexpected though. Those keeping close tabs on the Pakistani media had anticipated this for a while now. But this time around, the timing was perfect. Jio TV was shut down at a time when several other television news channels were allowed back on air by the government. These include Dawn TV and Aaj TV, which were allowed to broadcast again, but only after they agreed to the code of conduct proposed by the regime.
I'm not at all aware as to what the negotiations were and what sort of people were involved in those negotiations. What sort of clauses were agreed to, what sort of Santa clauses were agreed to. All we know is that both these channels are back on air. In the case of Aaj, we did notice that one or two of their main flagship programs have been removed. They're not yet appearing on television, and this is a very sad thing.
But the broadcaster is not taking this lying down and only seems to have spurred on in its resistance.
यही जो मैं बार-बार अपने दोस्तों से पूछ रहा था कि जियो बंद हो रहा है तो फिर क्या शुरू हो रहा है। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद एक लोगों के अंदर एक नई सोच, अब एक नया वलवला, एक नई लगन पैदा होगी।
President Pervez Musharraf had personally intervened to stop all Jio News transmissions from Dubai after a 2-week standoff in Pakistan, during which all major news channels were shut down by cable operators who are directly controlled by the Pakistani authorities.
Well, this was not totally unexpected, but we are surprised that they managed to shut us down in Dubai, which is where we had our uplink facilities. And this is the Dubai Media City, which guarantees a great deal of freedom.
कदम कदम पे अंधेरों का सामना होगा, जो ढूंढते हैं उजाले उन्हें खबर कर दो। जियो और जीने दो।
ये वो आवाज़ है जिसे दबाने की कोशिश की गई है और ये दरअसल आवाम से ये हक छीनने की कोशिश की गई है कि उन तक इंफॉर्मेशन ना पहुंचे।
I think that this is a very, very big blow to the media and freedom of media.
The situation we all Pakistanis are facing here is that a ruler, it's a military man, it's a commander who is doing whatever he's feeling like. That's all. He's forcing us to do what is best for him.
We just know one thing, that yard by yard is very, very hard, and we fully understand that. We are going to go every nation corner, going to go protest here and there, wherever we can raise our voices. We're going to do that and bring everything back to normalcy.
The crackdown only seems to have rekindled the rebellion. This is not the first time that channels have been blanked out in Pakistan. But despite countless threats, private channels like Jio TV have been fearless in daring the general. Channels like Jio are central to the pro-democracy movement, ensuring that the world gets a blow-by-blow account. And though the general may be trying really hard to silence all his critics, it seems he will really have to try harder, or better still, give up.
At the moment we are being gagged, we've been banned, we've been taken off the air, and I'm sitting here in a hunger strike till death because we want our channel back on air, just as the other channels that are off air. We want to have the freedom to speak and to be able to express ourselves.
I'm protesting against media curbs, arrest of lawyers, journalists, and emergency. There are so many things. We need press freedom. Gag of media is just not acceptable to any of us.
If you do not have private channels, you cannot have independent views. If you follow the government's line, then how will you have independence of people, independence of opinion, independence of thoughts?
it's difficult to sum it all up. There's not just one reason we're protesting. The reasons are many. We're protesting for democracy, we're protesting for the freedom of expression, we're protesting for a right to exist according to our own rules.
Clamping down the media is an atrocity on the civil society, and I think because it's against the civil society, the whole civil society needs to come together. Lawyers, journalists, judges, every person, NGOs, everyone needs to come together under one platform, and there should be one single point agenda. We want restoration of democracy.
We have 2,500 people who work for us, and these are some of the most creative minds in Pakistan. They are hosts, anchor people, animators, choreographers, set designers, you name it. And these are people who should have essentially been standing by with the government as it tried to roll back forces of extremism, etc. It seems very, very odd and ironic that this government should target a media that was growing, that was flourishing, that was trying its best to push the envelope without tearing it. The problem is obviously the intention of the government. The intention is pretty clear to us now. The intention is to cripple us financially.
Hello and welcome to The Foodie. The Foodie episode this week is dedicated to our favorite food, the pizza. Oh my god, Santosh, this is like a pizza festival over here.
At these times, only on Times Now Weekend.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola India. Little drops of joy. MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. McDonald's ka tender juicy McChicken burger. Khaya to fasa.
Tickets to the amusement park, 5,600 rupees. Watching your parents become children again, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Festivals mean sweets, and sweets mean sugar. If you're diabetic, keep a watch. Ask for Sugar Scan from ThyroCare, world's largest thyroid testing laboratory.
आज हम 2 से 3 हो गए इंश्योरेंस प्लान. Whatever your plans, Bharti AXA Life Insurance helps bring them to life. Bharti AXA Life Insurance. Be life confident.
अरे 500 रुपए का एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम भरो. थैंक यू.
बार बार होगा आना.
बॉस अब और 500 रुपए का एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम भरो.
अब बार बार इंडियन ऑयल पेट्रोल पंप पे होगा आना, क्योंकि इंडियन ऑयल पेश करते हैं कार इन अ टैंक ऑफर. 500 रुपए का एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम एक्स्ट्रा माइल भरो. IOC स्पेस बिल नंबर 53636 पर SMS करो और जीतो मारुति SX4 स्विफ्ट या ऑल्टो.
बार 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 होगा आना.
अरे लगता है अब सुई से कोई नहीं डरता.
बिल्कुल नहीं. मुफ्त एडी सुई मिलती है हर टीके को. अब इन्फेक्शन का कोई डर नहीं.
ये लीजिए. अब अपने बच्चे के लिए हर बार मुफ्त एडी सुई हक से मांगे. एकदम सुरक्षित है. बस एक सुई एक ही बार. तो फिर अब डर क्यों? ऐसी माओ को नजर ना लगे. टीके के लिए ANM, आशा या आंगनवाड़ी बहन जी से संपर्क करें.
Now carry the world with you before you step out every morning. News, entertainment, sports, fitness, gizmos, blogs, your zodiac forecast, and the best of the newspapers. Give your day a stimulating start with the morning show. Every morning at these times, only on Times Now.
In Bollywood, it's always a race to the top. So whatever the role, it always pays to be numero uno. Super Numero Uno, only on eNow.
Pakistan's emergency is having many unpleasant side effects. The media gag is the latest fallout of this undemocratic setup. And the fight for a free media is really the fight for democracy. Jio TV's shutdown last week was the latest in the long list of bans. However, this was not the first time that these channels were blacked out. In March 2007, the army barged into the offices of Jio TV and brought all activities to a standstill.
वो काफ़ी वायलेंट थे, बहुत गुस्से में थे। उन्होंने कहा कि यहाँ से जो ट्रांसमिशन चल रही है इसको अब बंद करें फौरी तौर पर।
The reason? Jio TV's outrage that spilled onto the TV screen when Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry was suspended. It is ironical that General Pervez Musharraf's regime is now curbing the media, because it was after the general's bloodless coup in 1999 that private TV channels were given a free rein in Pakistan. But ever since Musharraf sacked the Chief Justice in March 2007, the media has come down heavily on him.
General Pervez Musharraf is holding the country hostage at this point.
Judges in the Supreme Court of Pakistan will have to take a new oath.
Jio has offices and studios in Dubai Media City, from where it broadcasts its news. And the mood here in Jio's Karachi office is understandably grim. There's a sense of purpose too, because this is a private war that's being waged against dictatorship, against an unreasonable regime, against everything that's anti-democracy, and it's a war that must be won at all costs.
हम हुकूमत पाकिस्तान के ये इक़दाम को कंडेम करते हैं। ये बहुत गलत काम है। हमारा मुतालबा है कि जो पाबंदियां मीडिया पर हुकूमत पाकिस्तान ने आयद की है उनको फौरी तौर पर ख़त्म किया जाए।
ये पाकिस्तान की 60 साल तारीख़ में एक और स्याबाब है जो कि जियो पर और दूसरे मीडिया के इदारों पर पाबंदी लगाई गई है। ख़ास तौर पर जियो को तो बिल्कुल ही बंद कर दिया गया है और ये उस हुकूमत ने किया है जो ये कहते हुए ना थकती थी कि साहब हमने मीडिया को बड़ा आज़ाद किया है।
निशाना बना है वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चैनल्स जो आवाम की आवाज़ को लोगों तक पहुंचाने के लिए और दुनिया तक पहुंचाने के लिए, अपनी ज़िंदगी और अपने मुल्क के हालात को दुनिया तक पहुंचाने के लिए काम कर रहे थे।
I think without private channels, you can't have true transparency. It's only the private channels that will give you both sides of the picture, which a state television simply cannot do.
जब तक मीडिया और सहाफ़त की सरबंदी में सहाफ़त आज़ाद नहीं हो सकती, पाकिस्तान के अंदर किसी भी सतह पर सियासी अमल जो है, जमहूरी अमल जो है, मौसर अंदाज में चल नहीं सकता है।
At some point or the other, whether it's Jio or any other channel, they will be free to talk, to express and to show with responsibility, and I feel that that will happen soon. I'm very optimistic.
The voices are becoming louder, and the support is coming from all quarters, including the most popular and effective sources of disapproval. Several blogs on the internet and popular networking sites which are the severest critics of the general and his autocratic moves.
The problem is obviously the intention of the government. The intention is pretty clear to us now. The intention is to cripple us financially, to try and make a certain sense of despondency set in. But as you can see where I'm standing, this is the sort of defiance that characterizes Jio, and this shows us the type of spirit that still is with a large number of journalists, broadcasters and various other people who work for this network. And it's very unfortunate that at a time when we felt that we were going to have Pakistan's first media election, that the 38-inch screen would actually become the main meeting place of debate, discourse, discussion, political argument and so on and so forth. Those very screens have been shut down.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's been the story of all military regimes. Pakistan's army has the propensity for military coups. Also, they've become quite adept at it, as they've demonstrated in the last 25 years. But military regimes never last. History has proved this, and history has a rather strange way of repeating itself. Or so they say. So that then is really the heart of this matter.
न्यू मैगी हेल्थी सूप इतना टेस्टी कि सब चुपचाप चैन से पिए और हेल्थी है तो मुझे भी चैन रियल वेजिटेबल्स लो कोलेस्ट्रॉल लो फैट एंड नो एडेड एमएसजी मैगी सूप्स वो कहते हैं ना wholesome goodness.
Now try the new Maggi sweet corn vegetable soup.
Sat Guide, India's first GPS navigation system from SatNav. For more details, log on to www.satguide.in.
Make infrastructure your first choice for investing. Presenting the UTI Infrastructure Advantage Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Please read the offer document carefully before investing.
You're watching the live report. I'm Rahul Shivshankar.
Prime Minister has put the ball back in the left spot.
China today, for the first time, has publicly said that mutual concessions and adjustments were a must.
Live report. Pure news at noon.
We will make Delhi a safer place to drive in.
What sort of a government is this? Would this government dare to question the belief of other religious faiths?
What impact will this have on the BJP, which is still largely dominated by the old order?
Now, how can you brand him terrorist unless you have proof for it?
Will the BJP continue to discount Rahul Gandhi?
It's a family monarchy which exists there.
Why the step-motherly treatment to the other sports, especially hockey?
Washington protecting Musharraf once again at the cost of democracy.
There is no question of the Congress wanting to impose elections on the people.
No ifs and buts. I'm just the world champion now.
The News Hour. Weeknights at 9, only on Times Now.
Brought to you by Raymond, the complete man. Ford Fiesta, go fither.
LIC's Jeevan Tarang policy. Enjoy a regular annual income throughout life, even after the premium paying term.
Sat Guide, India's first GPS navigation system from SatNav. For more details, log on to www.satguide.in.
In the future, everyone will protect their eyes from sun damage like they protect their skin. Transition lenses are clear indoors and adjust to changing light outdoors, blocking harmful UV rays and glare. Don't wait for the future. The danger is here now. Ask your optician today. Transitions, healthy sight in every light.
Many things change on the way from Formula One to everyday life. But one thing stays the same. The ELF Lubricants Precise Technology, chosen by Formula One champions and car owners around the world. ELF Super Sporty, more power in every drop.
While other shoe polishers have applicators that wear out very fast, new Kiwi Instant Wax Shine has a durable double sponge applicator.
which makes it go on and on and on. New Kiwi, a brilliant shine every time.
I'm really very sorry.
मेरे पति की हालत बहुत नाजुक है। हॉस्पिटल का इतना सारा खर्चा मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगी?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mehta. Company rules. बस इतना ही हो सकता है।
Stupid. एक हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस ही तो लेना था। हेलो, सीरियल है। तुम क्यों इतना इमोशनल हो रहे हो?
ICICI Prudential के हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस प्लान्स सिर्फ 1 साल नहीं, पूरे 20 साल तक अच्छे हेल्थ केयर की गारंटी। अब इलाज के खर्चों की कोई फिक्र नहीं।
हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पेपर्स, अब हमें किसी के सामने हाथ फैलाना नहीं पड़ेगा। अरे तुम इमोशनल क्यों हो रही?
नो यार, प्याज।
जीते रहो।
तुम भी।
SMS HELP to 57827. The top 40, 100 places you should visit before you die. The 50 greatest athletes in history. 3 things you'd take to a desert island. Humans love lists. It's a desperate attempt by man to make order out of chaos. There are thousands of different lists, and all have something in common. On a list, there is always a first. The rest follow behind. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Unlike any other.
Travel back in time with the Foodie Classics.
I'm in Delhi. How do you get the word soup? I give up.
Revisit episodes of The Foodie that you've always wanted to catch.
Today's day is dedicated to Pasi food.
Purely non-veg.
Foodie is in Kerala.
But didn't know where to look.
Love it.
Now you get to choose. So log on to www.timesnow.tv and pick your top 5 The Foodie episodes. And we'll play out your choice on the Foodie Classics. All this December, only on Times Now.
Former Premier Nawaz Sharif is all set to arrive in Pakistan today. This time, no barricades but jubilant celebrations ahead of his return. Notorious criminal Charles Sobraj could finally be brought to book today. Nepal Supreme Court to announce final verdict on a 30-year-old murder case involving him. She's still not come out of Delhi's Rajasthan house as PMO sources tell Times Now that the Indian government will do everything to protect Bangladeshi author Taslima Nasreen. And the Kotla test turning out to be a gripping battle. India need 203 to take a 1-0 lead in the series.
It's high, shot in the length and hit the deck hard.
Good afternoon, you're watching News Now. I'm Mahrukh Inayat, and in a few hours from now, Pakistan's former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif will once again set foot on Pakistani soil after his return in September was quashed by General Pervez Musharraf.
September 10, 2007, Pakistan waited with bated breath for a glimpse of